Welcome to the very last novel writing tutorial. Now I said that I started out that I was going to do 20 of these, but I don't think that 20 is necessary. I think I can cover the last bit of material in just this one. So, Tig thinks so too. First of all, for those of you who are going to go the traditional route and try to get an agent, publisher, etc., you will be sending your stuff off to lots of people. And lots of people, and you probably won't keep track of everything. Plus, you'll be looking through and researching on the internet places that you can send your stuff. Well, scammers love to prey upon the hopes and dreams of naive little writers. They will say, you'll get an email out of nowhere that says, "We've read your book, such and such." They might even use the title. "And we think that it's worthy to be published, and we are so excited to have you be published with our company, and isn't that great?" And you're like, "Yay!" And you tell all your family and your friends, and then you find out that they want money from you so that they can edit it properly. This is a scam, okay? A publishing company will never ask for money from you to edit your stuff. They have their own editors that they pay to take care of all that stuff. Editors work for publishing houses, and that's just what happens. What you have stumbled across is it's a front for an editing company. So don't do that. That's not it. That's not real. That's not legit. The publishing company will not ask you for money. Okay? There's also presses out there. Things like Author House, they're not a scam. But you have to pay a lot of money, probably $700 to $800, maybe more than that now. And they will format your book for you and do your cover and everything for you. There's no need for this anymore unless you are, you can't do the computer. Some people can't do the computer, I guess. Folks our parents' age and stuff like that sometimes don't like messing around on the computer, and so it's fine for them to use that, but it costs money, and there's no reason to do that now that you've got Create Space. So it's better to figure it out yourself than to throw down $700, $800, $900 for them to do it for you. Don't do that. I did that once, and it's really probably my ugliest book. Also, I had a relatively bad experience with this thing called TCK Publishing. It's a guy who says he will publish your Kindle books for you. He will design a cover and then get your book into lots of different venues that you otherwise couldn't get it into, like BookBub and all these other things. But he takes a cut of every sale, and that company is basically a leech. They just suck stuff off of your profits. And I didn't find that he did anything for me. I did not find an improvement. And I had to sign like a 3-year contract. Luckily, he let me get out of it very easily because I don't frankly think he cared much about it. He didn't care about my work. He didn't care about me. So don't do that either. Don't do that either. Anything that looks like it's going to be an easy shortcut, it's too good to be true. And do not hand over your rights to anybody. Keep those rights. Make sure that you own those rights. I mean, unless you're signing with a big publishing company, then they will have some rights to your stuff. But read the fine print. And if you get into a contract with somebody, take it to a lawyer. Take it to a lawyer. Have the lawyer read it over and say, "Yes, this looks good," or "No, don't touch this with a 40-foot pole." You are probably not savvy enough to get this unless your dad is a lawyer or you are a lawyer or something like that. A lawyer look at it, not just you bouncing up and down in your ecstasy, because they take advantage of things like that. They are savvy, you are not, and they'll get you. So tread with caution and be a cynic. Don't believe the good things until you've tested and tested and tested them over and over again. So when I'm talking about shortcuts, that means when you're not doing the work yourself. So if you are doing the work yourself, which you need to do, you need to have a website. You can't rely on Facebook because Facebook is not yours. You belong to them. And if they change their algorithms, then even if you post out the wazoo, nobody's going to see it. Your author pages, like I have found that with my personal page and my author page's like likes and shares and stuff were minuscule compared to my personal page, which is weird. I find Facebook good for connecting with people personally. One-on-one sort of messaging back and forth is good. I've gotten patrons for Patreon that way, and it's exciting and fun to talk to people very personally, and I like that. But don't rely on that, because Facebook can make you disappear, just like Thanos did. Dust. You need your own website and you can get websites that don't cost anything. You know, it's not true that it costs money. You will, again, if it doesn't cost anything, you're going to have to fiddle with it, just like the formatting of your book. You're going to have to fiddle with how it looks and how to do everything. You're going to have to teach yourself. But since you're an author, you're a smart person and you're an adaptable person and you're good at doing research, so you can do this. The site that I use is called Wix, W-I-X, and I'll put the link to that down here so that you can go explore it and make the website yourself. And part of having a website is having contacts in there. So you will need to start building a emailing list. And you can just go around to your friends and your family and people that you know like to read your stuff and gather emails from them and put them in that website. And then anytime you update your blog, they will get an email that you have done that, and so they're interested in your stuff, and you can get a hold of them all at once when you need to, instead of trying to email them each individually. And then every time you talk to somebody who likes your stuff, get their email address. Then you can keep expanding it, and you know that you have a group of people that are interested in following you and will buy your stuff. Once you've got that all set up and you are in the process of sending query letters out, or you have published your book and you're telling people about it, you need to consider writing another book. Because if people like that book that you have, they're going to want more from you. And if you only have one book, then that's the end of the road. I mean, nobody does that, just has one book, unless they are Harper Lee or Mary Shelley. You know, that's really, really, really weird to only have one book. Sometimes the reason that happens is because they're not a novelist in the first place. Like Mary Shelley, she just wrote that because a group of people got together over summer and said, hey, let's write a scary story together. And they didn't finish theirs and she finished hers. And her husband was a famous poet, so they were able to, get it out there. And like ones like Wuthering Heights, the reason Emily Bronte didn't write anymore is because she died. So you need to write some more. If you're alive, you need to write more books. So the main thing is keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Keep your mind open, your imagination flowing, and keep writing. And keep publishing, and keep going. Keep plugging away at that. Don't give up. Be creative with the avenues of publishing and getting it into people's hands. Talk to people about how they found you and why they like your stuff so that you can keep doing that. Yes, the main thing is don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going, and you can do this. So thank you very much for watching all of these. And if you have any more questions about anything, I'll be happy to do more videos. So just let me know. Good luck.